Hi everyone, it's Danita. Welcome to Beaming Light. Beaming stands for bold, enlightened, aware, mature, insightful, nurturing, grateful. Light stands for loving, intelligent, generous, honest, and tactful. Welcome to my channel where I talk about personal experiences and then connect these experiences to song lyrics and song Bible verses. Alright, so just like feeling like overwhelmed right now. No. I tell you guys, like I feel like I really get this euphoric experience when I connect with God. It's just like confirmation. It's a way. It's just something I can't explain, right? So that being said, let's get into the message for this video. The message for this video is Isaiah 66, chapter 1 through 8, and it's the intro to formation. All right, Isaiah 66, 1 through 8, intro into formation. All right, so intro, the introduction or the intro song into the Dynasty album by Jay-Z. Of course, we're still on that all month long. Hove and Formation by the amazing, the incomparable Beyonce. I mean, she's like the mother of the world. Like, I mean, what can you say about her? She's the mother of the world. All right, so personal experience time. Spiritual warfare, y'all gotta stay prayed up. Are y'all praying? Are you praying? No, don't be like, God, please forgive me. Lord, I want some new Jordans. So God, like, if you can help me with this bill. No. Like, are you praying? Like, are you praying? Like, are you connecting? Are you spending time? Like, I tell you guys, you got to connect with God because he loves quality time. Like he is so selfish. He is. But I mean, you got to love him. Like you can't argue with him. How can you argue with somebody that created the entire universe? Right? Like you can't argue with nobody like that. You can't like, that's like Beyonce. Like, okay, you're right. You can't argue with Beyonce or Jay-Z. Like you're right, I'm wrong. Like I can't argue, right? so sorry, something about that. But yeah, you just have to just stay connected with him through prayer, through just motivation, you know what I'm saying? Through just like gratitude. Get up and give gratitude every morning. Sometimes I'm guilty of not doing that. So I'm going to make that more of a priority for myself in the morning, as well as take accountability to make sure I'm giving gratitude on a daily basis, because life is so short and we get so bogged down by these like material things. Like, have you ever noticed, or have you ever thought about, because I thought about this the other day, like God is up right in the heavens and you see how huge the sky is. The sky is like, wow, right? And it expands past Earth into this, like the universe is just huge. So think about like these little things. Like when God looks down on us at Earth, he's like, what is this? Is that a speck of pepper? Like you can have the biggest, fanciest car, and he's like, what is that? Is that an ant? Like he doesn't even know. He's like, why? It don't even look like nothing to me. Have you seen what I got up here though? Have you seen what's up here? I don't think you've seen what's up here, because like if you would have known, if you know what I got up here, like you wouldn't be worried about these little things, because these are like, what? Wait, why are you concerned with that? Right? Because sometimes we get bogged down into this small-minded way of thinking. We think that it can only happen one way. But no, expand your horizon, change your perspective. It's something beautiful to be said about a person that can look at a situation from all sides, right? And be someone who is grounded and grateful and able to really use discernment to know what's appropriate, like what's appreciative and not, like, and what's appropriate and not, right? Sometimes we get stuck in this mind frame and have this small-minded mentality where it keeps us, I talk about being mentally oppressed, it keeps us locked in. It keeps us locked in, and we're training our brain, right? And here's the thing, when you train your brain, you know that like that hamster wheel people are on when they go to work? That's what like training your brain is. It's like constantly in rotation. Like you're on a hamster wheel all the time. And like you're ruminating. So we have to try to break free, like get off the hamster wheel, like get that little baby a break. He need a break. He needs some water. He need a little bit of lettuce. You know what I mean? Like he needs some time off of that wheel. But God is looking at us like our brains are so small, and if we like stick in that small-minded mentality and not expand our horizons and our vision, then we're not going to be able to understand what He really has in store for us in heaven. Sorry, we're not going to be able to understand what He has in store for us in heaven, because I'm telling you, He is looking down on us like, what? Okay, that's like how God says, "Oh, Satan, yeah, that's cute, that's adorable." He's like, "Oh, you're excited about this?" Like that's how he like. Why are you excited about this? You need to see what's up here, though. See what's up here. Like, I mean, have fun with that. Like you play because you're kids, right? You're my children. I want you guys to play and have fun. Don't get into too much trouble though. But when you come home, you got to see what I got. You got to see what I done did for you when you come home. Because when you come home, you're gonna be like, I can't even believe my dad has all of this for me waiting, all this inheritance, right? So my personal experience, I know I kind of got lost in that message, but my personal experience I'm relating to is that, just being grateful and having gratitude and extending gratitude and making sure that I can ground myself and do something for someone else in their time of need, right? Like whatever I feel or sense that is off, because our gut is God, our intuition is God, then I'm going to be present in that moment for that person, whatever I can do. And sometimes, like, you may feel like, oh, I shouldn't say it, but sometimes like you should always do what you can, right? Do what you can. All right. So let's get into it. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 1 through 8 says, "Thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool." See, like he up here, right? And like earth is his footstool. So he kicking his feet up on us. Y'all, God is relaxed on us. So that's why he was like, I don't know why y'all so worried. Relax. Relax. I got you. You so worried about all of this. Oh, what's going to happen? Relax. Take the pressure off. I got you. Just go with the flow. I've already ordered your steps for you. Like I already set it out for you. Don't think too much. But go with the flow and trust me. Go with the flow and trust me. Go with the flow and concentrate on me and connect with me and give me quality time, right? So he said, go with the flow, relax. Where is the house that ye build unto me, and where is the place of my rest? For all those things hath mine hand made, and all those things have been, saith the Lord. But to this man I will look, even to him that is poor and of contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word. He that killeth an ox is as if he slew a man. He that sacrificeth a lamb as if he cut off a dog's neck. Ooh, so if you kill an ox, it's like you kill a man. If you sacrifice a lamb, it's like you are cutting the neck of a dog. You know what I noticed? Y'all, like words are powerful, right? Words have a lot of meaning, and they're more meaningful and impactful than we can think of. Has anyone ever realized that dog spelled backward is God? Fun fact, okay. All right, so he that sacrificed a lamb as if he has cut off a dog's neck. So if you sacrifice one of God's precious lambs, I'm having a moment. All right, I'm sorry. Whew. See, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be human in this experience. Because life is an experience. It's a lesson. Like we learn like I'm learning so many new things each and every day. And I think one of the biggest things I'm learning is like connecting the dots. Because sometimes we think that things are happenstance or coincidence, but they're really, really not. If you wake up and pay attention to the signs all around you, like God is leading you, and you're just like, wow, this is amazing. It's an amazing and beautiful experience. If you cut the dog's neck, it's like you're sacrificing a lamb. He that offereth an oblation as he suffered, as he offered swine's blood, he that burneth incense as if he blessed an idol. Yet they have chosen their own ways, and their soul delighting in their abominations. People are happy to do wrong. Like they're happy in sin. I know, like I said, like I understand, like, I've been there, I get it, but you shouldn't take continuous pleasure in enjoying it. Like when you take pleasure and joy in your sin, like you're demonic. You're a demon. You're a demon. When you take pleasure in joy in your sin, you're a demon. I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them, because when I call, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble as his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for the name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. Let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. I'm going to read that again. Hear the word of the Lord, ye trembled at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for his name's sake. So your brother, whoever you're around, your community, someone in the community who casted you out, right? Made you such a sacrificial lamb or a scapegoat for their own, like to save their own self. Have you ever been in a rumor? I actually have a student I work with. We were talking about being bullied, and he's like, he's being bullied. And he was like, but it doesn't bother me. I was like, well, if it bothers you, you have to stand up for yourself, right? And it's sad, but like even when you grow older as adults, people, that small-minded mentality, they don't break out. They're still in prom mode. They're still in that promise. They haven't gotten to God's promise, right? And so since they don't break free, they just keep that same mentality up. It's all the time, continuous, nonstop, and they'll bully. Like it's like we're bullying people at 38, 45. Like what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I get petty has a purpose, right? But to intentionally antagonize someone, that's when you have to stand up for yourself, right? So I asked my student, I said, so what are you doing? Like, how do you handle it? He's like, oh, it doesn't bother me, I said, well, if it starts to bother you, like you need to handle it. He was like, yeah, I will. Sometimes I'll say something to the teacher, he said, or the principal, but doesn't really go that far. And I was like, okay. And I said, well, you know what? If it doesn't bother you, I was like, that just builds your character. Builds your character. Like the cyberbullying I'm experiencing, it's like, okay, it builds character because it's cute. I really find it funny, like how God places his feet on the earth. And he's just like, let me see what y'all doing on there. Oh, that's not supposed to be like that. Turn things around real quick for you. Right? Oh, yeah, what's going on over here? Oh, no. She's supposed to. All right, let me get her. That's what God does. God will look down from his throne and look at his footstool down there. And he's like, let me just, all right. What else do I need to do? You know what I mean? Like, he on to the next thing. He's so quick. But yeah, like people will throw you under the bus for their own personal pleasures, to save their own self, instead because they don't want to face the embarrassment or the shame or the guilt. But here's the thing, the shame or the guilt builds character. And it's all they tested it in the day. God is trying to see if you're going to do the right thing or you're going to continue to go down the wrong path. Because remember I told you God likes to take your messing, turn it into a lesson so you can get your blessing. You better get to these promises and stop doing that messy stuff. A voice of noise from the city, a voice from the temple, a voice from the Lord that rendered recompense to his enemies. Before she traveled, she brought forth Before her pain came, she was delivered of a man child. Who hath heard such a thing? Who has seen such things? Shall they be made? I'm sorry, shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day, or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travailed, she brought forth her children. Shall I bring? Oh, okay, so no, that's it. But let's do 9. Shall I bring the birth and not cause to bring forth, saith the Lord? Shall I cause to bring forth and shut the womb, saith the God? I like going back to 6. A voice of voice of noise from the city, voice from the temple, a voice of the Lord that rendered recompense to his enemies. A voice of noise from the city, a voice from the temple, a voice from the Lord that rendered recompense to his enemies. God, I'm going to take something. Sometimes we as humans get so caught up into what people are saying about us and did you hear? Oh, yeah, I heard. Did you hear? Yeah, I heard that she was doing that. Did you see her? She was, yeah, I saw her. And it's kind of like, okay. All right. Stop letting the noise impact your moves. Again, stop letting the noise impact your moves. The screams from haters got a nice ring to you. They always gonna be in that ear. But that's why they haters. They speak behind your back. They can't come and approach you to your face. Love is calling someone on their BS. Honestly, blunt. I like to be very blunt and straightforward. I really don't have. I think time is precious and valuable, and I just feel like I'm not gonna sit here and waste time trying to go around or drop hints like, no, I'm gonna tell you this what it is, and either you gonna get down or you gonna lay down. If you lay down, you stay down. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get on or you gonna get off. Like, what are you gonna do? You either love me or leave me alone. Like, what is it gonna be? I'm not here for the noise. I'm not here for the noise. If you want to talk. Cool. If you feel like you need to talk behind my back, fine. Don't care. I'm standing in my truth. But watch me move forward. Watch me move forward. Watch me keep going. Watch me keep growing. Watch me keep doing my thing. Watch me keep rising. Watch me keep elevating. And where are you going to be? Still, you're going to be 80 years old on promise. Nowhere near God's promise. Don't let life pass you by where you're not getting to the promises. People think it's too late. Oh, I maybe next week, or I'll think about it. No. You ain't got time. You ain't got time. Because if you got to travel, she brought forth before her pain came, she was delivered of a man child. Ooh, how many ladies are dealing with some man children? You know what that means? Ooh, a man child. Somebody plays a lot of games. This is what is so funny. So I have you've seen my dog. And that he started making me realize life differently, especially when it comes to men, right? So it's like, he's a little boy, he's so sweet, but he can play so many little games. And I'm like, you act like a man child. He's a puppy. We should call man children puppies. So he acts like a puppy. And so I think I'm gonna do that. So like, he acts like a little puppy. Because he is one, right? And then like, when I walk away from him, like, okay, for instance, he'll run and grab like something like off the floor, my slipper, shoe, whatever. He'll run around the house and he wants me to chase him. I'm like, I'm not chasing you. Right? And that's kind of like what some man children, some puppies do, some adult puppies, or some human puppies, I should say. Human puppies do the same thing. It's like they run around, but they want you to chase them. It's like, I'm not going to be chasing you. I'm not about to be doing this. I'm about to be delivered from this man child. I'm about to let that go, let that burden go. But it's like when I close the door, so my dog, he'll do that. My puppy, he'll do that. He'll grab something, he'll run around. He wants me to chase him. I'm like, I'm not chasing you. I'll go in my room, I'll close the door, right? And then all of a sudden he comes one scratching, whining to get back in. It's like, oh, now you want to come back in because I done closed the door. Somebody need to hear that. Now you want to come back in because I closed the door on you. What has changed? Because you're going to grab the shoe again and you're going to run all around the house wanting me to chase you. No more time for puppies. Like, if it's not an animal puppy, no, we got time for the human puppies. Deliver the other man child. Who had heard such a thing? Who has seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Or shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion traveled, she brought forth her children. So she said, I'm going to let you go and grow, and my nation and my womb and my fruit are going to be pure. They're going to be made whole. They're going to be good. And I'm going to bring my own nation in here. I don't have to worry about you because I'm believing. I'm trusting. Sometimes we just got to let go of the puppies, right? You just got to let them go. Close the door on them. Close the door. Here's one thing. Someone said, like, I don't know, it's an old saying, like, if you let somebody, let them go, and they come back, then that's how you know it's meant to stay. No. If you love somebody, do right by them the first time. That's playing games. Like, okay, I'm going to break up with you just to see. No. I mean, I understand, like, sometimes you want to test the spirit behind the person, but I'm not gonna keep going. I'm not doing this in and out double dutch stuff with you. Like, you want to play this, you play that by yourself. People get confused, and that's not even just in relationships. That's just in life. People want you to chase after them, call them friendships. They want, they need to feel like they need the fans. They need the hand claps because they have their own insecurity. They're lacking within. They're not secure in themselves. And insecurity can stem from a variety of things. Just like I said, I think I mentioned, or maybe I haven't, like, as a kid, like, or even in high school, I was like, not given what needed to be given in life. And, I didn't care. I didn't care. Even in high school, I didn't care. So, like, as an adult, I don't care what people have to say. So I just move forward. I'm like, people are always going to have something to say, whether you're doing wrong or if you're doing right. So you might as well do right and win. Because I don't know about you, but these little things down here that the world has made, human has, is not enough. But what God has for us, that's amazing. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. That's on a whole nother level. That promise, if you think down here, that's how you free your mind. If you think this is something down here, wait till you get up there. If you think what you got down here is amazing, wait till you see what's up there. You're going to fall out. I'm talking so much, I haven't even got to the verses. Anywho, so we're looking at the intro, the Dynasty as promised. Okay. The Dynasty, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. The theme song to The Sopranos plays in the key of life of my mental piano. Got a strange joy of seeing life like I'm Stevie Wonder with bees under the do-rag. Intuition is there even if my vision is bad. Impaired, yeah. Knowing I can just switch in a spare on a highway of life is sharp in my sight. Keep senses ever since I was a teen on benches. Every time somebody like Ennis was mentioned, I would turn green. Me being in the trenches, him living adventurous, not worrying about expenditures. I'm braving temperatures below zero, no hero, no father figure, you got to pardon. But I'm starving the weight loss in my figure. It's starting to darken my heart, about to get to my liver. I like what he says. Playing the keys of life on my mental piano. Got a strange way of seeing life like I'm Stevie Wonder with bees under the do-rag. Intuition is there even when my vision is paired. Like, it don't matter what I go through. My vision can be bad, but this right here, like my intuition, this frequency I'm on, frequency high like a spaceship. You can't compare. You can't compare anything. Like, I can see it. Like, you can't see God's promise because you're stuck in this prom-ish. you're like, but when I see God's promise, my vision is like, whoa. And when I see that things are shady or shifty around me, I listen to my intuition. I don't care. My God has terrible vision. Oh my gosh, terrible, terrible. I had to get lazy, but it's my intuition. Like my intuition is on 1,000 trillion.